The Baltimore Orioles have one of the most elite defenses in Major League Baseball. We're going to break down and preview the infield of the Baltimore Orioles and why they are elite and could be even better than last season. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell. It's the Flex Zone Podcast, and the Orioles previews keep rolling right along. Welcome back, guys. Flex Zone family, Orioles baseball fans, it's God's favorite host, the host with the most back here on the Flex Zone Podcast YouTube channel. You guys know the drill. Go ahead, swing that subscribe button out of the ballpark, hit that like button, leave us a thumbs up, sound off in the comments, let me know your thoughts about the Orioles for the 2023 season, just a few days away. We've looked at the manager, we've looked at the starting pitching, we've looked at the bullpen. Today we take a look at the infield defense, which we're starting pitching may be a level of concern, maybe something that a lot of people don't have faith in consistently over 162. The infield defense of the Orioles is one of the strengths of this team that may be even stronger. This Orioles infield defense is elite. Last season, they had a 985 fielding percentage, one of the best in Major League Baseball. Infield defense, especially, was a strength of this team with the just range and speed of guys that they had. Adley Rutschman coming up, Gunnar Henderson moving to third base, Jorge Mateo having, I think, a career year both in the batter's box and at shortstop. You look at first base, Ryan Mountcastle. He's no slouch. He's not a Gold Glover, but I think he is a decent, serviceable first baseman at the major league level. Obviously, he's in there because of his bat, but I think he's going to be a guy who could improve even more this season as well. And now you look at the second base aspect. Ramon Urias, Gold Glover, Adam Frazier. You add him into the mix. I think a solid acquisition, a good defensive player, even at his advanced age, and you even had Terran Bavra hanging around as well. Let's look at the depth chart and try to break it down position by position because we can start with catcher. Adley Rutschman is a star. We know this. He is a superstar, and he's going to prove that, I think, this year. I don't know if he's going to win the Gold Glove at catcher, but I think he will be in the conversation. I think he will be in the mix. He's brought stableness to that position. He's going to hold it down for the next decade plus for the Orioles. He's going to be the American League starting catcher real soon, if not this year, real soon for the foreseeable future. You add in a guy from the Mets and Jays, McCann as a good backup. He is banged up day to day with some injuries, but I think he'll be good to go within the next few days. Adley Rutschman is going to give you Gold Glove caliber defense. James McCann is a winner and a veteran who could spell Adley Rutschman on days where he will be playing DH. I don't need Adley back there every day. Spell him, give him some days at DH. I'm cool with it. But I'm sure we'll see Adley probably behind the plate 135 to 145 times a season this year probably. He's a guy that's going to post as long as he's healthy. First base, I talked about Mountcastle. I think we could see some Santander there at first base. These guys aren't great, but I think they're serviceable enough and can improve. Ramon Urias, if he does get the start, he's a Gold Glover. I'm not mad at it. He brings a great glove. The bat, that's another story, but either him or Frazier, they're going to both play. You're pretty solid at second base. Now, eventually, later on this year, we could see guys like Jordan Westberg, eventually Joey Ortiz come up into the mix as we head into the summer months. Gunnar Henderson at third from day one, Gold Glove caliber third baseman. I think he'll be in the mix potentially this season as well, not only for Rookie of the Year, but probably one of the best 3 or 4 third basemen defensively in baseball. And then Jorge Mateo. A lot of speculation of if he'll be traded by the trade deadline. Could he be dangled for potential pitching? I like Mateo, the speed he brings on the infield, no more shifts, his ability with range to make plays. I think he is going to play very, very good defense. I thought he should have got more love for a Gold Glove potentially, but it is what it is. We know how that goes here in Baltimore. I think Mateo is going to have another solid season. Will it be as great as last year? That remains to be seen. It's going to be tough to follow up as great as he did, both on defense and offense. But I think Mateo is an above average shortstop, and I think he's one of the better shortstops defensively in the division. And I think he has helped solidify that position. We know Gunnar Henderson is the shortstop in waiting. Eventually, we'll probably see Westberg at third base. What do they do with Joey Ortiz? Henderson is a guy you can move from third to short if there's an injury, or second base if there is another injury where he needs for the second base. He has position versatility. Mateo, he's a guy who has some position versatility as well. He's best at shortstop, but he can play third if need be. Urias, Adam Frazier, or Urias can play what, second, third, first, shortstop if you need him to. Like I said, Rutschman can play DH. Eventually, we may see Rutschman one day at first base. We shall see. But the defense, infield defense, behind the starting pitching, behind the bullpen, is going to be key because good pitching and good defense go hand in hand and are the key for any team trying to compete and take that next step. And for this team to be so young, the way that they play defense now, and it's only, I think, going to improve as the year goes on, having Henderson, having Rutschman, having Mountcastle hopefully get better, Mateo hopefully with another big year, and having a guy like Urias who won a Gold Glove, who can play pretty much anywhere in the infield, is a beautiful thing for manager Brandon Hyde. So you'll see a lot of managerial moves where guys will move around, guys will be in different positions sometimes, but I think it's very, very possible that this could be a top 2 or 3 defense, not only in the American League, but in baseball, just looking at the infield as a whole. A 985 fielding percentage, could they be in the 988, 990 range with Henderson and Rushman back there for a full 162? Could we see Mateo have another Gold Glove caliber season? Could we see Mountcastle take that next step as well? And like I said, Urias, Frazier, it's going to be really, really good. And even when Richmond is not in there, McCann defensively isn't like they're falling off a cliff. He's still a serviceable major league catcher at the backup position. So let me know, guys. I'm very excited for this infield defense. I really think they have a lot of potential with Richmond, Mountcastle, Urias, and Frazier. Let me know in the comments who you guys will start. I think they'll split time. They both get their opportunity. Like I said, you have Terran Valver. You could have Santander start at first. Also, at times to spell Mountcastle, Henderson at third, Mateo at shortstop. I'm cool with it. I think this defense has a lot of potential, as I mentioned. Could they be in a 980, 990 field percentage rating by the end of the year? That would be a very, very good indicator that it would not only help the defense, but it would help the pitching ERA, as they could help limit a lot of runs in the starting rotation. Guys, we're getting close to opening day. We are almost at opening day. The previews are winding down. I have my official preview coming soon where I'll break down some of the win totals we heard as the Orioles in a lot of places are getting the 70-ish range wins. They won 83 last year. I think they could be in that 80 range again as a little tease. But let me know what you think about the Baltimore Orioles infield defense. Sound off in the comments. Will Rutschman be an all-star starter? Will he be a Gold Glover? Will Henderson be a Gold Glove finalist? Do we have another Gold Glover that we did not see coming? We didn't see Urias being a Gold Glover last year. Does Mountcastle take that next step? What do you expect from Jorge Mateo? Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know why this Orioles defense is elite. I think it's elite. It could be even better this year, and it's one of the strengths of this team that will definitely help out the pitching, both starting and bullpen. Sound off in the comments down below. Hit that like button. Show love. Support the channel. Subscribe if you're new. We do Orioles content. We take suggestions. We're here for you. We'll be here after the first game on Thursday with the official Baltimore Orioles post-game show after they play the Boston Red Sox. I'm God's favorite host. You guys know the drill. Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the Orioles defense. Check out our other previews. We talked about manager Brandon Hyde, starting pitching, bullpen, and now we're talking about the infield. Outfield still to come, and the official season preview as well. Thank you guys for the love and support. Let's go O's, and we gone.